Okay, so today we're going to talk about the El Presidente, the Grande Jefe, Donald J. Trump. Today, this evening, as a matter of fact, he is going to hold his 100th day campaign style rally in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. So, if you're in that area, you got tickets, go to the show. For all you YouTube viewers, there are several, and I mean several, other channels that will broadcast live. I'll just go ahead and plug a few of them. Live Satellite News, Right Side Broadcasting, Donald Trump's speeches, and there's just a whole bunch of them. Hell, Alex Jones might even get in on some of that. So, but we're gonna sit down and talk about some of his accomplishments real quick. The thing about it is the Democrats have opposed him on a lot of things, but he's done some things that the Democrats should be proud of, and I think that a lot of the Democrats are simply still kind of butthurt. But then there are some of them who just generally have an opposing view. And it's going to be an uphill battle for him with this budget. Chuck Schumer came out this morning and said that they are willing to extend the period of budgetary money for another week or so, or however long they plan on doing it, until they can work things out. The Democrats over on all the liberal media continue to push this. Well, he hasn't passed any major legislation, and you know what they're referring to. They are referring to his campaign promise to immediately repeal and replace Obamacare. Now think about this. Think about it. I took him seriously when he said that, but I didn't take him literally, because it's virtually an impossible task to have a new bill written when you're a private citizen before you take office and the deal's already made with the Congress. You follow me? So to have this agreement very, very close to closing and signing into law within a 100-day period is a great big accomplishment. He has also secured a deal with Japan to bring very high-tech industry here. There is a Japanese banker over there who has promised to invest a couple $1 billion in this industry and build some factories. He has succeeded in bringing the Dow Jones to an all-time high. What that reflects is confidence in the market. He has succeeded in showing our enemies that we will not back down, that Donald J. Trump is bringing in a new era of strength through superior firepower. And that's a refreshing day. It's a refreshing day. He has succeeded in several major accomplishments. One that is one of the most notable here in the last week is his ability to negotiate the NAFTA agreement. Now, he had been saying that we were wanting to pull out of the NAFTA agreement. We're just getting burned on both sides by everybody who's in NAFTA. And this week, Canada and Mexico contacted Donald Trump and asked him not to pull out, but to renegotiate. So he said that he will be willing to renegotiate with a clause, and if it doesn't work out well, if the United States will withdraw from that, I guarantee he will too. He has signed over 20 some odd actual bills into law. He has signed 30-something executive orders that do nothing but improve this country improve their status, look into things in the government that are questionable. And I could make a whole nother video and cover every one of the executive orders, but that would just take a very long time. We're trying to just get this done. You know, I really think that in the last 100 days, the liberal media has begun to soften up on Donald Trump a little bit. And I believe that that's because he's not going to back down. He's got a representative who speaks to them, Sean Spicer, who, you know, doesn't take no crap from them people. And so many times over and over and over, the liberal media has been proven wrong over and over again. And he has actually done some stuff for the Democrats. So, you know, it's a big deal, man. It's 100 days. You know, we got Neil Gorsuch in the Supreme Court, a major accomplishment. If you say that he didn't pass any major legislation, that's fine. But consider putting Neil Gorsuch into the Supreme Court. That's a major accomplishment. Now, the Democrats are still upset about that, and they're still crying about it. But what they won't tell the American public, the media continues to hide this fact or not talk about it. The idea of not putting a Supreme Court justice into the Supreme Court on nomination during an election year, okay, is a Democrat plan. It was started by the Democrats. It was implemented by the Democrats. It is a Democrat idea, a Democrat plan. So, by Donald Trump putting Neil Gorsuch in and the Republicans refusing to nominate Obama's Supreme Court nominee during his last year in office, because it was an election year, was simply going by what the Democrats wanted. But yet they cried about it because they knew that they were going to lose the majority in the Supreme Court when Donald Trump became elected. At that point, if he became elected. So they were in pure panic mode, and all that does is suggest that their candidate, Hillary Clinton, was a weak candidate, and they knew she was a weak candidate, and they knew that she could be bought off, and that she really had no great standing, that she would have been just placed in there to do what the globalists want. Now, I haven't gone off on a tirade on the globalists or globalism in a while, and I believe that I'm getting ready to do that here pretty soon. But, you know, there's one thing that I do want to go against on Donald Trump, and we're going to be discussing that later on tonight in another video. I promised you guys I was going to do this video. It's about DACA, all right? I'm not supporting Donald Trump's statement that he still supports the DACA agreement and that he will uphold the DACA agreement. And the reason why I want to do that is because this DACA agreement is labeled, titled, and is supposed to be meant for unaccompanied children crossing the border. And I'm going to lay out what the DACA really is and why that's misleading, and why I think that Donald Trump is misleading the American public by continuing to support that in its current form. Now, supporting unaccompanied children coming across the border, yes. But in this DACA agreement in its current form, and I'll discuss it later, I don't agree with it. So anyway, that's my quick video on Donald Trump. If you get a chance, watch the Harrisburg, PA rally tonight. It should be great, an epic speech, I'm sure. And everybody have a great evening. I launched the Patreon and PayPal. Laid out the plan earlier. So I hope you guys Get time to review it. Have time to look it over. Make a decision. Become a supporter. I would love to continue to work for you. I would love to create content for you. So the link to my Patreon and my PayPal is in the description below. Scroll down, look for it, click on it, go through it, connect, and donate. My name is Johnny Jetrod. I want to thank you. Give me a thumbs up, make a comment in the section below, and share this report over all your social media content. Thank you, America.